to share a practice or a few practices on mindfulness and meditation today. And just before we get started, I wanted to let you know what kind of things you might need for today. If you do have it, if you can, go ahead and grab just like a big towel, and you can kind of like fold it up like this, just because it's nice to have something to sit on. Otherwise, you could also, when we do our upright practices, you could just sit on a couch or a chair or something like that too. Another thing is if you can grab a couple of pillows, maybe from your bed, or I don't know, like a big pillow from your couch. You can get creative. These are not necessarily like hugely necessary for our practice, but it can be nice to have, and it can supplement it nicely. Another thing is if you've got a journal, go and grab that. You could take notes on your phone if you want to, but I would say if you do that, then maybe put it on airplane mode so you don't get any notifications. So we just would use that for, reflection towards the end of our session together. Other than that, I think we can get started. So just to talk a little bit about meditation first, I will be approaching it from the perspective of yoga. And in yoga, meditation, or also known as dhyana, is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. And dhyana and meditation is when the focus is so complete that the mind merges completely with the object of focus. So, it could be when, perhaps you've gotten lost in doing an art project or playing with some kids, maybe your nieces or nephews or cousins, or, even if you're in the middle of a really juicy yoga pose. Those are some moments that we get, moments of dhyana. And why do we do this? Like, why do we work towards meditation, or why do we have these practices? And for me, it's about liberating my mind. It's about deconditioning those reactive places that I can come from in my mind. It might be patterns or habits or ways of thinking, or certain karmic things that we might have come into this world with. So for me, meditation is just this incredible practice that helps me feel a little bit less of a sticky relationship with my mind. So that being said, we will do a couple of different practices. The first one, we'll get settled with a short pranayama, which is like a breathing practice. And then we'll go through a restorative pranayama sequence. And I'll walk us through that when we get there. And then at the very end, or towards the end, we'll also do a yoga nidra. And yoga nidra is kind of like the yoga of sleep in a sense, but we'll get to that later too. And then we'll either, you'll have the option to do a little bit of journaling, or sit in upright meditation towards the end. So if you have gotten your towel, or you have a chair nearby, go ahead and sit yourself in an upright position. If it feels good, you can close your eyes or soften your gaze. Begin to notice the different sounds around you. And just let them come and go. And then bring your attention to the different points of contact with where you're seated. Maybe your hands are on your lap, the clothes against your skin, air against your skin. And then begin to notice your breath. I'm really interested in the quality of breath. Noticing where it's smooth, where it might be a little bit more coarse or rough. Our breathing also reflects the quality of our mind. So if you haven't quite landed or settled on your breath, that's just a reflection of kind of the scatteredness that the mind can be in. And then begin to more intentionally shape the breath. So on your next inhale, you'll send it a little bit towards the lower lungs, the ribs, the abdomen. More belly breathing. Mind and the breath are intricately connected. So when we change our breath, we can change our mind. And we're going to shift now into a pranayama practice called alternate nostril breathing. You can gently open your eyes and bring your index finger and middle finger right towards your third eye, mid brow area. And then your ring finger will block your left nostril. You'll breathe in through the right nose, right nostril. Plug both nostrils. And then exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Plug both nostrils. And then exhale out through the right. Inhaling in through the right. Plug both nostrils and then exhale out through the left. Inhale left. Look both nostrils and exhale out through the right. And begin to shape the breath a bit more. So inhale now on the right for a count of 5 or 4. Let both nostrils and hold. If you're pregnant, do not hold your breath. You'll just directly exhale out through the left on a count of 6. Inhale for a count of 4. Hold. And exhale on a count of 6. Inhale 4. Hold, relax the body. Then exhale out through the left for a count of 6. Inhale for 4. Hold, relax the body, and exhale for a count of 6. So now you know this pattern. Keep that going for yourself. Inhaling, count of 4, holding, relaxing the body, and then exhaling out, count of 6. And so if you're pregnant, definitely do not hold your breath. Just go right into the next. Just take a few rounds here in your own time. You never cause strain with the breathing. So if you need to shorten the counts a little bit, definitely go ahead and do that. Two more rounds here. One more round. Whenever it is that you finish up that next round, just return back to your natural breathing in and out through the nose. Take a pause here, notice how you feel, not worrying, not thinking about what's in the future or what's in the past. Being here right now. And then gently open your eyes if your eyes are closed. Now we're going to shift into a restorative pranayama. So basically, this sequence is It's got a few different breathing techniques and some with some mantras. So we'll first gather our props if you have them. There is no need if you don't have the pillows. But if you do, you'll go ahead and set them long ways along your mat. And you can have your towel, I suppose. You could have it, yeah, you could have it at the top, so it's kind of like a little bit of a headrest at the top here. If this is like a lot of a back bend, because we are going to be in a restorative back bend, it's not meant to cause a lot of strain. It's meant to be relaxing. But you could place maybe, another blanket or something like that under the end of it, so you have a little bit more of an elevation. You could put a pillow, just kind of like experiment for yourself. And yeah, so the structure, we're going to be kind of doing it in about 5-minute intervals, shifting from one thing to the next. I will always cue you through what we'll be doing. But at first, I'll demonstrate it and then I'll walk you all through it. You'll bring your hips up to the pillow if you have it, and you'll just roll down, lower back, mid back, and upper back. Then you can shift your headrest a little bit underneath your head to make sure that your chin isn't jutting upwards and that it kind of tucks in slightly. And you can have your legs bent here, your knees knocked in, your legs out long. So really just listen to your body here and what is the most comfortable position for you. And to come out of this, we'll be here for about 5 minutes. And to come out of this, you'll shift up, roll onto your side to come up to a cross-legged seat. If you want to, you can go ahead and grab that towel and put it under your hips when the time comes. And we're going to do a little bit of a mantra with Ujjayi breath. And Ujjayi breath is just like a very slight restriction at the back of your throat. You might have done this in a yoga class before, but if not, you're just breathing in and out through your nose. And it's kind of a little bit like Darth Vader breathing. So it's just a very slight restriction in the back of the throat. And we'll do a mantra with that, and I'll talk us through that. And then we'll go back to lying down for about 10 minutes, and at 5 minutes each, we'll shift the breathing pattern. And then we'll come up again and do the alternate nostril breathing that we all did together earlier. And then we'll go into whatever's next. So that'll be it. So, and if you have something to cover your eyes, you could do that too. I find that it is kind of helps go a little bit more deeper into it, and I'll explain why. So you could grab like a t-shirt or a towel, or you could even, if you can close your curtains or something like that, you can do that too. So go ahead and bring your hips up to your pillow, and you will begin to roll down slowly, lower back, mid back, and upper back. Get comfortable, shift your headrest towel if you need to. Make sure that your chin is ever so slightly tucked and back of your neck is nice and long. You can decide on whatever orientation for your legs. You can have your arms by your side, palms face up, or one hand on your belly or one hand on your chest. Feels good. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze. So if you have covered your eyes, this helps withdraw from the senses. This is one of the 8 limbs of yoga. It's called pratyahara. And this isn't dissociating or repressing anything, but it's an intentional disengagement from your mind. Allowing here to just be, to rest. On your next breath, you'll roll onto your right side. Come up to a seat. You want to place the towel underneath you for some elevation. You can do that. And begin to take Ujjayi breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. With a slight restriction at the back of the throat, kind of like that Darth Vader breathing. And as you take this breath, we're going to add on a mantra, Hamsa. On the breath in, you will think hum. And then on the exhale, you'll internally be thinking, saying sa. So inhale, hum, and exhale, ha. So you aren't physically, verbally saying it, but you'll be saying it internally. Inhaling, hum, exhaling, ha. And just continuing that, repeating that. That's your anchor, your object of your attention. And Hamsa means I am that, or I am here now. Hamsa. And anytime your mind wanders, you can keep coming back to this mantra, Hamsa. Take another 5 rounds of breath here. On your next breath, you begin to roll back down onto the pillows again, back onto your back. So bring your hips up to the pillow and roll down through your lower back, mid back, upper back, and then resting your head. Find your place of comfort. Place a hand on your belly and one on your chest. And we're going to take a 3-part breath. The pattern is basically 3 to 1. So on your next inhale, you'll breathe a little bit down and towards your belly and your low back. Inhale a little bit more into your mid chest and mid back and sides of the ribs. And inhale that last bit up into your upper chest and your upper back. And you'll exhale all in one. So inhaling into the lower third of your torso. Inhale into the mid third. And inhaling the rest up into the top third. And then exhaling all in one. Inhale, lower third, mid third, upper third. And exhale all in one. So just keep that going. Finding the rhythm that works for you, but keeping that same ratio of 3 to 1. The object of your attention here being your breath. When we work with our breath, we can regulate our nervous system. And transition more into the parasympathetic nervous system. And that is our rest and digest mode. And oftentimes, I think especially the times that we're in now, we're easily in the sympathetic nervous system. And that's more fight, flight, and freeze. Take another 2 rounds here. One more. Now we're going to invert this ratio. So on your breath in, you'll inhale all in one, so into the belly, the mid chest, upper chest. And then exhale a little bit from the belly, mid chest and ribs, and upper body. Inhaling all in one. And then exhaling lower third, mid third, and upper third. Inhaling all in one. And exhaling lower third, mid, and upper. So just keep taking that pattern for yourself. Inhaling all in one. Exhaling lower third, mid, and upper. Again, adjusting it to the rhythm that works for your body. Take another 2 rounds here. Shift to your natural breathing in and out through the nose. And roll onto your side. And press yourself up to a seat. Again, here you can grab a towel to sit on. We're going to take our alternate nostril breathing. So we're going to your index finger and middle finger up to your third eye. Plug your left nostril. Inhale in through the right. Plug both nostrils. Hold. Exhale out through the left. Inhale in through the left. Hold. Exhale out through the right. If you want to, you can take that ratio breath of inhaling in through 4 counts. Hold. Exhale out for 6. Inhale for 4. Plug both nostrils and exhale out for 6. Keep that going. You don't have to take that same ratio breath. It could be equal. Maybe 5 count inhale, 5 count exhale. And just keep that going in your own rhythm. Take another 2 rounds here. And then on your next breath, you can return back to your natural breathing. Uncover your eyes or open your eyes. And we're going to shift now into the Yoga Nidra. So if you like the setup with the pillows, you can keep that. Otherwise, you could place these. We're going to be in Shavasana. So you could place pillows underneath your knees, which can be very nice for your low back and supportive for the low back. And you could place maybe the towel under your head. Again, maybe something over your eyes. Moving to Shavasana, maybe shimmy the shoulder blades a little bit underneath you, turning your palms to face upwards. Your legs just slightly wider than your hips. And close the eyes or soften your gaze. And we'll take a few breaths. Feel the support of the floor beneath you. And for this Yoga Nidra, it's quite simple. I'll be cueing you through it, and in a lot of ways it's kind of like a visualization technique. And I'll be asking you to bring your attention to different parts of your body. And our intention that we will set now is one of resting the body. The mind stays awake. So bring your attention now to the center of your brain. Kind of on that same plane and the same line of your third eye, that kind of mid-brow area. Imagine the soft blue light in the center of your brain. The soft blue light at the center of your brain. The soft blue light at the center of your throat. The soft blue light at the center of your throat. The soft blue light at the center of your right shoulder. The soft blue light at the center of your right elbow. The soft blue light at the center of the right wrist. The soft blue light at the tip of your right thumb. At the tip of your right index finger. The tip of your middle finger. And the tip of your ring finger. At the tip of your pinky. A soft blue light at the tips of all your right fingers and your right thumb. A soft blue light at the center of your right wrist, center of the right elbow, center of your right shoulder. A soft blue light at the center of your throat. A soft blue light at the center of your left shoulder, the center of your left elbow, center of your left wrist. Soft blue light at the tip of your left thumb, the tip of your index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and pinky. A soft blue light at the tips of all your left fingers and your left thumb. A soft blue light at the center of your left wrist, elbow, left shoulder. A soft blue light at the center of your throat. A soft blue light at the center of your right hip, center of your right knee, your right ankle. A soft blue light at the tip of your right toe, second toe, third, fourth, and pinky toe. A soft blue light at the tips of all your right toes. At the center of your right ankle, knee, and hip. A soft blue light at the center of your throat. A soft blue light at the center of your left hip. And your left knee, ankle. A soft blue light at the tip of your left big toe. Second toe, third, fourth, and pinky. A soft blue light at the tips of all your left toes. In the center of your left ankle, center of the left knee, your left hip. A soft blue light at the center of your throat. A soft blue light at the center of your throat. Now bring your attention to all the points of the soft blue light. All the points of the soft blue light. And all the spaces in between. And let that go. Begin to take a few deep breaths. Bring your awareness back into the space around you. Maybe you find some small little movements in your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, you can bend your knees, roll onto your right side. There's no rush. When you're ready, you'll come up to a seat. We'll be here for a couple of minutes in seated meditation. If you feel called to, you can write and reflect in your journal. So we'll begin to close this practice. Finish up any final thoughts you're writing. We'll bring our hands to heart in prayer. And we'll take in a cleansing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. Feel free, if you have more things to write down in your journal, to do that if you've got a little time. Anyway, thank you and take care.